300 days of filming, 1,000 airplane trips, countless hospital visits. My name is Andrew Crawford, and I'm a professional snowboarder. This is my first hand. Filming basically is one of the most important things in a snowboarder's career right now, and it takes a lot of shots to make a good video part. Yesterday we started in Spokane, Washington. Friday's mostly cloudy, then rain, but then Saturday is mild with clouds and sun, and then Sunday is partly cloudy. So that's Whistler. Weather is always the deciding factor in where we go. Has it snowed anytime soon? Snow flurries. What's the elevation at the top of your resort? 7,000. Okay. All right, well, thanks a lot. See you. 7,000 feet's nothing. Once we got online and checked the weather, it didn't look so hot anywhere, so after that, we basically just started driving. I think we're either gonna go to Whistler or Alaska, so I'll give you a call either way and let you know what we're doing. We drove towards where the snow was gonna fall, and that was in the northwest. All right, Seattle it is. That was just the next logical move. Let's go there and figure out if we're gonna go to Whistler or go up to Alaska. Once we got towards Seattle, we saw mountains and there's snow on the ground, so I was pretty excited to know that we could be snowboarding in a couple days. I think this is like the 14th night in a row I've stayed in a hotel.
First name?
Andrew. Well, right now we just pulled the trigger and decided to go to Alaska, so we're packing up our trucks, getting our board bags ready, and gonna drive to the airport here in about an hour. Sitting around doing nothing, it drives you crazy after a while, so eventually you have to figure out somewhere to go. Even if it's the wrong decision in the end, you gotta try, and that's what we're doing. Here we are sitting on a plane going to Juneau, so I've never been to Alaska in the winter, so I'm more than excited right now.
What time is it?
Right now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're in Juneau, Alaska, and it's completely blue sky. It's pretty cold out, and that's a really good sign for powder. We're going to a resort today called Eagle Crest, which is Mark Landvic's home mountain. Mark Landvic grew up riding these mountains, so I'm super excited to just go to a spot where you have a local that knows the good terrain and knows the good jumps, and it just makes our jobs a whole lot easier rather than doing all the scouting ourselves.
Well, here we are, Eagle Crest, Alaska. The best little resort in the world.
I'm just excited to be in a new area, especially Alaska. This is just amazing. I don't really get a chance to come up here that much, and to be here even just for a couple days is pretty cool. It's powder in certain spots, and then it's ice in other spots, and I guess the wind just ripped through here yesterday, so basically we're just gonna try and find some hidden pockets where there's some snow, build a jump there, do something like that. This is so fun. It's like crunch time, you know? We gotta make something happen.
I think we're just gonna go ahead and build a massive jump. Yeah, the snow wasn't too good on the mountains, so go to the backside and find the goods.
We all looked at it and said, all right, this is our best option for today. All we had to do was cut out a runway and make it nice and flat. And before too long, it was almost time to hit it.
Yeah, if you want to set up, Nate, I think we're ready.
Mark's gonna go first off the jump. The person that does that is called the guinea pig.
Whoa!
Just like anything, it's pretty rare that you get a trick on your first try on a jump. What are you you gonna do? Nothing. It took me a couple times yesterday, and then finally I started to figure out the jump and figure out the speed, and it's trial and error. Sometimes you think you may have gotten a shot. There's always the question of, was it big enough? Was your landing okay? Did you put your hands down? Was your style okay in the air, you know? At the end of the year in July when you're in the edit room, that shot might not make it. But at least we were able to get some shots. We tried, and that's the most important part. Got a little head wound. Can you take a photo of my head? I have a little gash on the top of my head from hitting a tree. We just had some dinner and then went to the hospital. I think I need to get stitches in my head. They took a look at it and they discovered that I had an avulsion.
Instead of having it be cut,
Yeah?
you kind of scoop out a little bit.
Oh no. So can we not cut my hair?
Oh, please. Do you wear a helmet?
No, I didn't hit my head. I actually hit it on the underside of a tree while I was going under it.
Okay. But if you wear a helmet, it wouldn't be a problem, right?
You're absolutely right. They put this stuff called Bondo in there, which is like a super glue for your skin. Oh wow, that feels like hot coffee being poured into my skin.
know.
That's awesome.
That's it. We're done.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you get done so quick? It's purple? How cool is that? No way. Well, yesterday we woke up with great anticipation because it was blue sky and we had a helicopter. It's windy, 60-mile-an-hour winds at the top of the peaks, and it's blowing all the snow off of them. It tests your patience sometimes, especially when we came up here all the way to Alaska to try and make it happen. Around noon, they said that the winds had died down enough to where they think they could fly. Let's fire this bird up. I have no idea what we're gonna find, but we're gonna give it a shot. So we got in the helicopter and everybody was just so excited that at least we got to fly, and we knew that there was the possibility we could go up and get good snow. We found this one little zone that had a couple cliffs on it, and it was so hard to even keep the helicopter on the ground to unload us that it was scary. There was so much wind. It was 70-mile-an-hour winds blowing straight at your face. All right, stay tuned, because coming up next, the frustration mounts in Alaska. Hey, I'm Andrew Crawford. You're watching Firsthand. Arr! The wind just hit every single angle of every bowl today. Everything is just rock hard. Rather than just give up and say, oh, the snow sucks, we didn't have any shots, and we paid for the helicopter to go up there, and we had to at least try.
All right, I'm gonna have to wait for a little wind pocket because the snow's blowing around here pretty good.
The milk of kindness is behind us now.
I hiked back up to the cliff, and I decided to give it a shot and try again.
Did you think they wouldn't know?
I did a little method off of it, and it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but maybe it'll work, who knows. If you can hear me right now, today wasn't exactly what we expected. In search of snow is becoming the endless quest, and we're just not finding too much. Right now, it's our 4th day in Alaska, and pretty much it's raining and snowing mixed outside, and it's really frustrating because all we want to do is go snowboard and get a shot, but instead, we're in Fred Meyer going shopping for clean socks. We woke up this morning at 6 a.m. and it was pretty sunny out. It wasn't any winds, so that was kind of a huge relief. we are. Top of mountain. Right now we're standing on complete ice. Now we just gotta see how the snow is. Originally what we spotted was a little cornice that we could just kind of launch off of it and land in this little pocket. I think we have two possibilities, that cliff over there and then possibly this one here. I built a little takeoff on top of this little cliff. I was just gonna try a backside 180 off of it.
Yeah, I'm ready to go down here, Lambic.
The snow was so hard, it wasn't happening. We just had to try and find another area. This week has been pretty frustrating because you chase the good weather and you want it to happen so bad, but it just doesn't seem like it's gonna come together. Then at the last second, we saw this big hip and it looked pretty natural.
Right here in front of us? Yeah. Yeah, that's the section up there. There's like a cliff and then that natural feature.
It looked pretty good, and at this point, just didn't have a whole lot of options. Give it a shot. Snow's halfway good.
Just far away.
So we should definitely start with heli follows.
They're gonna come underneath the ridge, air off it here, then here's the backside of the roller. If we could just stay right here with them the whole time.
You got the shot, man. Way to go.
I was happy. Got a shot for the movie, so I'm excited. We just got back from the helicopter place. I have about 45 minutes to get to the airport and go to Chicago for the contest. Today we're in Chicago for a big air contest, which they build right in the middle of the city. And it's always kind of a trip for me to go to the big cities because I grew up in a really small town in Montana. To be part of a big air contest in the middle of downtown Chicago is kind of an honor. It's really exciting for me, especially since I haven't done a contest in like 3 years. This contest isn't exactly going the way it's supposed to. We didn't even get to hit the jump till about 2 hours before the contest started. And so at 5 o'clock, we basically had about 3 or 4 jumps to hit it to get warmed up before the contest started.
Oh, barely, dude.
As long as you can hit the jump a couple times and get a feel for it, that's all you really need. Well, around 6 o'clock, it was about time for the contest to start.
Are you guys ready to see some snowboarding on the waterfront, Soldier Field? And we're doing it right here in Chicago.
It's the most stacked field of riders I think that they've ever put together. Like, pretty much every pro that you see in the magazines is here. Basically, the format was a 45-minute jam session to get as many runs in as you could. My first run, I did a frontside 360 shifty. I just wanted to do something to where I could get a feel for the jump. It wasn't a really high-scoring run. You kind of just had to try and do something that you knew that you could land. You couldn't really do a 900 off of it because the jump was so small.
It's a gig. They want us to come and do what we did last time. Resin came with.
I think on the second run, guys were trying to do 360s and 540s a little bit more and get warmed up.
Joking with Johnny Carson, then Arsenio. But today we got to settle for Jay Leno. And I know this big band in Alabama, they'd have had us playing at the Copacabana. Cause we be wrecking for y'all, like headliners at the festival hall. The Resin Dogs with the afro. Dizzy after we getting back to more of that feel-good music. Makes you wanna holler, get up and dance to it.
The third was my last hit, and I still didn't know if I would have a speed to do a 720 or something like that, so I just kind of wanted to do something that was fun and maybe a little bit stylish for the judges.
Pumping for speed, off the lip.
I just tried a backside 540 stalefish, and that's one of my favorite tricks because you just get upside down a little bit. I knew that it wasn't going to be a really high scoring trick, but I was happy that I landed it, but I lost all my speed going to the quarter pipe, so I wasn't able to link up the quarter pipe after the jump. I got 5th, and they only take 4 to the finals. I missed the finals by 1 spot. You kind of wish, okay, I wish I would have tried something a little bit harder. I wish I would have landed this or done that. What are you gonna do? That's contest, that's how it goes. There's no reason to sit and pout about it. Yeah, Tyler! Let's go to the landing where we can watch it. So many riders there from so many different aspects of snowboarding, and it was really cool just to have everybody together. It felt good to be at a contest again and kind of be back in the mix of things and see a lot of the friends that I hadn't seen in a long time. See you later, Chicago. Had a good time. Don't go anywhere, because the Wild West of Montana is coming up next. The feeling of coming home is like no other. It's kind of a really rejuvenating feeling, even if it's for two or 3 days. Just to come home and kind of recharge my batteries. It's pretty nice. When I come around the corner up there on the hill, we're almost home, and I can see it, and I just start driving down the road, and I just look at all the cows and the horses, and I see the 2 big trees. I'm just like, oh man, I'm coming home. Bring on the chill time. This is my home sweet home. It's in a little town called Big Fork, which is right on the edge of Flathead Lake, and there's a lot of rivers around here, and it's a beautiful area. Really fortunate. Living out here is just everything I could have ever asked for, so I'm a happy dude. This is what we like to call Wild Child Ranch. It's my home in Montana, and this is where I spend my summers. Pretty excited, because I never thought that I'd have a place like this. This is my kitchen, and it has like kind of a rustic feel to it, so I built this bar out of an old cow stable. I took all the pictures from my childhood of like snowboarding and everything like that and put it on the countertop and put a glue over it. So this is our main kitchen table. This room is kind of my ode to snowboarding. This is my very first pro model ever. It was called the Hellraiser. It was a Crawford 157. And for my second pro model, this was during my Iron Maiden years. This particular board was called Lock Up Your Daughters. My third pro model that I had was called the Crotona 500. The fact that they all had graphics like this, I always thought was pretty badass. This is my little trophy case. It just has a lot of sentimental value to me. It has my Aaron Style trophy in there. A lot of these are just kind of things that I never thought that I would have as a kid. Like, I never thought I'd have my own little toy snowboards that, you know, kids would play with in school, and be in a lot of the videos and stuff that I used to watch as a kid. I don't know, it's pretty humbling. So when I got my own house, I didn't want to just get like a regular bed that was pretty boring. So I built a coffin bed. So I'm so proud of it. And it makes all kinds of sound effects too. It's pretty cool. Well, now for one of my favorite pastimes, we're gonna fire up the beast and take my baby for a ride. Wow. Well, I have a love affair with my Camaro. Yesterday we got to ride my home mountain, Big Mountain, Montana. I made a bet with my mom that I wouldn't watch TV for 1 year. And for every day that I didn't watch TV, she'd pay me $1. So at the end of the year, I had $365. I went down to my local snowboard shop and I bought a Burton Cruise 135. And the rest is kind of history. I remember all of the little jumps that I used to hit and all the different lines we used to take, and we still ride those same jumps and those same lines today. It's just pretty cool to kind of come home and like have everything be as you remembered it. The last 3 weeks has been fun, but it's also been frustrating. Alaska was, fun, and it was nice riding in a helicopter for the first time, but it's pretty frustrating when you go up there and there's 70-mile-an-hour winds and ice. And Chicago is a great time too, because to be invited to a contest in the middle of downtown Chicago is a real honor. But to have the jump just be so small that you can't do the tricks that you want to that gets frustrating again, and I'm not sure what the future holds for me. I think I'm going back up to Alaska tonight to go try and get some more shots and just try and search for the powder. That's my life. Then we'll end it with Bon Jovi. That's my life. It's kind of messy, huh?
I have a really wide shot though, it's not quite that obvious.
Oh, cool black lines. And what are those?